damage done. Cup of hot water. I've been complaining that sometimes it's been a little bit cold in the arena. He suffers from cold hands, and that's why he likes to have a cup of hot water there at his chair.
It's not been as cold as that time you played Mark Williams in Germany. Ken, the heating broke down and the mid-session interval lasted nearly 2 hours while they fixed it.
It's pretty good. He's got the cover. Just got to be a little bit prudent here with this shot. You've got to drop it into the right-hand side of the pack, but if it slides off one of those reds, there's 2 reds at the bottom of the pack that are available. Oh, this looks good. Well, would have preferred touching ball because he's left Mark Allen long straight red. So first opportunity to have a go at the pot here. Excellent. Yeah, good shot. Yeah, there's a couple of reds. Those couple of reds I spoke about earlier. I think he's got an angle. There you see, and the black is available too.
Six. Seven.
This is where he's normally so good. Spoke about his very short backswing. You might see a little bit of evidence through this break. His cue ball control, when he's on form, is exemplary.
40.
The loose red just at the bottom of the pack now. He'll want to have a little angle on that after potting this black so he can release some more reds from the pack. We've got to finish low on it.
$22.
It's not too bad. He's got a slight angle. He can store up a couple of reds here, stay on the black. Yeah, lovely.
23.
Beautiful shot.
Not just in, he was in with a confidence booster. The technical requirements of the opening red. Straight cueing was imperative. But there, a snag.
Yeah, hit the wrong red here. He's trying to hit the second red in. Have a look at this, just the second red. That's the red he was trying to hit. Hit the wrong one, so he'd be disappointed with that. Can't really do much here. Trying to get back to balk would be a little bit dangerous. Too much traffic in the way, so I may just rest this cue ball on the top cushion. Be handy advantage to his opponent, but as long as he doesn't leave a pot. Well, he's contemplating nestling into the pack of reds, but that would Try to create a little standoff. That's what he's doing, but could be here for a little while because Judd Trump won't be doing
Half
much
gallon fit.
unless he's got a gap. He may have left a gap, you know, to get back to ball care. Does that cue ball fit though through those two reds? Yeah, it does. And he's played a good one.
Trump's safety in this tournament has been integral to his success so far. It's been excellent.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, Phil. I think there's a lot of evidence of that against Sean Murphy winning his group. On some really close frames. In fact, one of the frames needed a couple of snookers. I think the safety game, Trump's, has improved exponentially over the last couple of seasons. Chance for a pot here.
Not a great amount of jeopardy with that shot. But had it gone in, it could have led to a big reward.
Oh. Well, almost went wrong. Trying to put a red safe with a 30-point lead. But it's left Judd Trump possible pot into this bottom left corner pocket. It doesn't look like he's going to entertain it.
Now two reds awkward, and that's obviously to the advantage of the player ahead, even though it is only a 30-point gap.
Possible pot to the green pocket. Once again, playing it with an element of safety. But this time, the extreme right red of the bunch, and even a red just to the left of the bunch, is potable into the left centre. Judd wasn't expecting to leave this red. Now missing it, was left a red just to the right of that bunch there, and I think that's available up into the yellow pocket. But there's a bit of pressure on this because I don't think you can play it with an element of safety. It's got to be full-blooded. He's going to be leaving a red should he miss, so here goes. Well, he didn't play that too confidently, Phil. Look where the cue ball finished.
Yeah, that's it. It's a typical first frame, this. Both players trying to feel their way into the match. Get rid of the early inevitable nerves.
One.
Oh, that was just a wonderful pot. Excellent cueing.
Yeah, the opening red from the angle he potted it. The entrance into
6.
the pocket is almost non-existent. No margin of error whatsoever.
7.
Well, let's let that one go. I was trying to hold for the red into the right centre, but look how far the cue ball has travelled. So left a little bit awkward. May have to play it down into this bottom right corner pocket now. Still available into the right centre, but very acute angle. Bottom right corner it is. Yeah, good recovery.
Fourteen. Fifteen.
The red not exactly clean.
22.
There may be one
20.
red into the left centre pocket. He has an angle to go into the pack here. Yeah, but that red, it is available into the left. So he had a look at it earlier. Red and black will put him 68 ahead with 67 remaining.
31.
Lovely shot. And a nice angle now just to split up these. Red's just above the black. Delicate little cannon into them. Yeah, lovely. Beautiful. Good stuff this, Phil.
38.
Yes, the key shot in this frame, undoubtedly the recovery pot after his second positional error. Unlike Mark Allen to make one positional error in a frame, let alone two. But he papered over the cracks. This is the ball. Let's set all of this up.
45. Fif- 51. 58. 59.
Mathematically enough on the table to make a century to open with. Oh, the snooker gods say no. But in 2 scoring visits, breaks of 30 and then 59, Allen is the first to get off the mark. Two played in professional competition.
Thank you. The second
It
frame.
was in the Bahrain
Mark Allen.
Championship 15 years ago. That was a tournament notable for a lack of crowds. No such problem today. Wonderful audience. Not a seat to be had.
Yeah, crowds have been great all week, haven't they? As you said, packed to the rafters this afternoon and this evening, I'm sure. Wonderful atmosphere in there. Totally engrossed. Not the best. Didn't get the cue ball far enough down the table towards this top cushion. There's this red. Go by the blue and the yellow up into the yellow pocket. I think it does. Will he take it on? He's taking it on. Is it there? Oh. Has he got the cover? I think he has. But has he got the cover on the red into the left centre? maybe not. Yeah. First pot off the mark. Nice little kiss off the pack of reds.
Six.
Sat down for most of that first frame. How can he respond here?
Seven.
Could have done a little bit more left-hand side to get closer to the blue. I have to take a ball colour instead now. Oh, he's played this nicely.
10. Eleven.
Well, is he on this red?
16.
Pretty tight. May be able to pot it, but he's got to work that cue ball off these reds, try and get back up for blue or ball colour here. Oh, look at that for a shot. Look at that for a shot.
17.
Wow. Bless with such cue power. Have a look at the cue ball here. It stops, then goes again. And the side spin off the side cushion. Just wonderful cue power.
Yeah, it just fizzes and fizzes again.
21.
Needs to bounce this cue ball. Missable, these blacks. Not easy. No, he's got it. He's got it. Great shot. Very difficult dows into it. What we call a blind pocket, but
29.
nicely played and nicely on this red.
30.
Yes, and the black, apart from being brilliant, could be pivotal. It's opened up the frame.
Yeah, here's the shot again. I say, you can't see the pocket when he's down on that shot, and that's why it's called a blind pocket, but
30.
beautifully played. That's okay. When he pots this red, he'll
43.
be dislodging those couple of reds just below the pink. May bring them into play. Wants the red just to hold up, but he's okay.
And there really is no one better at going in and out of balk off a blue than Trump.
$49. 50. 57. 58.
So blue, and one more red to leave Mark Allen needing the snooker.
$63. 64.
Yeah, this is the start we wanted, Phil, from both players. Sometimes finals have a lot of hype and start off a little bit slow. This one certainly hasn't done that at all. Both players, clear evidence of in fine
70.
form. It's been a wonderful break. He's had to work very hard for it, in and out of balk a couple of times.
71.
Yes, and now the mind goes away from winning frame, which he's already done, to making a century. He's very proud of his century break totals and wants to set new records. He's got a wonderful platform to do so this
78.
season.
79.
Much like the first frame,
86.
thoughts of a century might well have gone out of the window.
Well, can he come up with a magical plant here? Or a double? A double? Yeah, why not?
Out of the window, back in the front door.
I'll tell you what, he hasn't got a bad angle on this green. Watch this, try and dislodge the red of 2 cushions, possibly 3. Let's see, has he got enough spin on it? Go on. Go on. Oh, it's not bad. I think he's knocked it on, you know.
90.
Fantastic. He's already played an incredible shot in this championship. Probably one of the best
96.
shots that we've seen in snooker. Well, he's played a couple in this frame as well. He really is such a talent, such a
98.
shot maker.
"46 centuries this season. Already one more for Trump than he made in the entire campaign last time around.
$110.
That is just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What a shot that is. Wow.
We're referring Judd Trump to the Monopolies Commission. He's got the hot shots all to himself. What a response. It's 1-1, and that's a shot that again will live long in the memory. Break from Judd Trump, no wonder. We saw 3 hot shots towards the tail end of it.
Third frame.
A brilliant double to keep it going when I thought it was over. Then the shot to get the last red out, and the one that topped the lot, the pink to middle. He's back on level terms. But whatever you do, don't hit the blue.
Always when you're playing safety shots, you've got to watch where, not only where the cue ball's going, but where the object ball is going as well. This time, one has popped its head over this left corner pocket.
One.
Got the angle on the green here, just try and screw up with the red. Just below the pack or the red that's close to this bottom right corner pocket. Trying to put it in an area here. Needs to slow down the cue ball. Yeah, it's not too bad. Would have liked to be a bit higher on this red that he could have dropped onto the black. He can't do that now. May have to go into the reds here. Not guaranteed. Got to use a lot of power. He's blessed with a lot of power himself. Can he get that cue ball away from the reds here? No.
5. Mark Allen, 5.
Maybe Mark Allen a couple of years ago would have taken that yellow one, but trying to keep it tight. Don't blame him for that.
Wow, miss. Mark Allen.
3 consecutive shots he's misjudged. Trump.
Wow, miss.
And now, because no contact was made, he will be warned by the
Mark
referee,
Allen.
Brendan Moore.
There's no prize for guessing. He's not going to play the same shot again. He's got to make contact with the red. Any foul. See him warning. We get the warning now. There you see it. He's got to hit a red here. Be careful he doesn't miss cue. Yeah, no problem.
And when that rule was first brought in, the first beneficiary was the man sitting on my right-hand side. And the player who fell foul of it, unbelievably, was Steve Davis.
Yeah, it was, yeah. The Irish Masters many moons ago. Final frame as well. Missed the red 3 times, lost the frame and lost the match, Steve. I was gutted.
I can't let that one go. He wasn't gutted, I can tell you. He was delighted.
This looks short, is it? Is it going to reach? Is it going to reach?
Foul. Miss. Mark Allen.
Yeah, this time just not far enough across with the cue ball here. There's the part way down the left-hand side here for Judd Trump. Now Mark Allen, possible chance of this red into the right corner pocket. Not easy to hold for the black here. You'd have to maybe use a red to stop the cue ball. He may not even attempt this red. Yeah, picked another one out. Cue ball going very close to the green pocket though.
Foul. Judd Trump full.
Played it as a shot to nothing. In the end, it was less than nothing. Could be trouble.
One.
Good pot, but as you could see from that red, it didn't go into the middle of the pocket, and because of that, cue ball wasn't held for the black into the opposite corner. Yeah, just watch the red here. Watch where it goes into the pocket. The left-hand side, not in the middle. Had it gone in the middle of the pocket, he would have been okay.
Judd Trump.
This time, advantage. Judd Trump. Yeah, good way to cue ball.
Foul. Mark Allen full.
Compliment returned.
Well, once again, a possible pot on for Mark Allen, but doesn't look like he's going to take it on. There's already evidence of Mark Allen's game plan here. Gonna try and find a way to play tough match play snooker against a man who's, well, having such a wonderful season. He's going to play tough snooker. He's going to bide his time and try and, when he gets his chance, he's able to score just as well as Trump is, but he's going to be a little bit more patient. Going to try and break down Trump's game in a way, and then pounce when the opportunity arises. Once again, another excellent safety shot from Mark Allen. This green pocket seems like a magnet at the moment. Ooh, almost.
Allen the first to blink. Multiple kisses. Cue ball still at the business end of the table.
One.
Yes, Mark Allen made a mistake, but that was a pretty good opener from Judd Trump. What will it yield?
Oh, this is a wonderful shot. Straight down for the red on the black spot. Just ran just a couple of inches too far to be straightforward, to hold for the black.
Five.
Oh, this looks very good. Right-handed as well. Look at this for a shot. Perfect on the red.
8.
Couldn't have placed that better with his hand. Wonderful positional shot.
9. $60.
His century in the previous frame was tough to compile. Where the balls are here, making a sizable contribution,
70.
even tougher. You should never count him out.
$20.
He's got to stay high on the black here. The cue ball. Leave himself an angle, which he has done. Now he's got a
25.
perfect angle here. He can play for the loose red just below the black to the left, or he can play a cannon on those two reds that are close together. Try and knock one of the reds towards that right corner. You see there's sort of a plant towards that right corner. If he gets the contact on the first one, second one should go over the corner pocket. There you go. Well, that's pretty good. He settled for that. Excellent shot.
32. 33.
Another little clever shot, just knocking the red
40.
off that top cushion, just to make it a little bit easier for him.
Forty-one.
This red, pretty close to the cushion here. You just got to
48.
give these a little bit of attention. You'll have to play it with a bit of pace. And that's why he's just dropped it in. He's
49.
afraid of it a little bit.
He plays the black,
Judd Trump,
taking the cue ball
49.
in and out of baulk on a regular basis when he's pulling off exhibition shots at the end of frames already won. But this frame is yet to be won.
One.
Yeah, good pot now. Has he got an angle on this black? Try and disturb this red just below the pink. He may do. He may do indeed, and what a nice shot that was. Excellent.
8.
Well, this is worth another look. Beautifully played, perfect connection on the red. Nice. Imperative if he gets a good angle on this black when he potting this red. Look straight from here.
9.
Let's have a look at the angle. Can he do something with the cue ball? You see it's sort of going the wrong way. Needed to be higher on that black so he could just stun off one cushion in behind that red. The angle is not fantastic. Looks like he's gearing up maybe to play possible double. Maybe just even looking at a possible safety shot after this, so there's going to be no attempt to get close to this red. So it is a double or a safety shot.
60.
When players have been playing doubles, quite often the red has come off a little squarer off the cushion they anticipate, which means that if he does take on the double, it might hit that near jaw of the left-hand middle pocket.
If he was playing the safety shot, Phil, it wouldn't be a bad idea to see if he could just try and nudge the pink off the cushion with the cue ball and send the red up into the baulk area. That wouldn't be a bad choice because he's going to need that pink eventually. He's got a 17-point deficit. Blue and pink at the moment, from Trump's point of view, are in a favourable position. but certainly not for Alan. There's a possibility of maybe just disturbing the pink if he can. Well, he's played a good shot though. He'll be happy with that. Excellent snooker. Left the pink there, but that could come into play a little bit later on. As he left the red. Is the red potable past the brown? I think there might be enough room, yeah. I think he may be able to reach the fact that he's a left-hander. May be able to reach across this, just. But not an easy pot, this at all. Just. I'm going to look at the angle.
That red, the black and the yellow would have been enough for Trump to leave Alan requiring a snooker. At least no damage done. Normally when you have a double kiss playing safe, it's not good news. Here, Mark Allen has been very fortunate.
Yeah, you hear a good shot from his opponent, Mark Allen, as he came to the table. Try and knock the red up towards the black and try and get that cue ball, maybe behind green or brown. This looks good. This looks very good indeed. Excellent shot. This time not straightforward to hit this. Pink is in the way to come off two cushions on the right hand side. Wow, well played. Good shot. But this time he has left a chance for Mark Allen.
And you Ken flagged it up a while ago. The obvious consolation is Trump sits in his chair here, the relative position of blue and pink.
Yeah, I just felt earlier if he got that pink out, would just put a little bit more
4.
pressure on his opponent and give him a chance. If he did get to the table with a possible clearance, pink could prove the pivotal ball. Blue is certainly not easy either. And from blue to pink, it's certainly going to be difficult.
Nine.
Alan will need every colour on the table.
Yeah, there you see 8 points behind. Brown and blue will put him a point ahead. So pink would only put him 7 ahead, with the 7 remaining, of course, with the black.
30.
But this is the shot. Can he pot the blue and get behind the pink here? It'll be some shot if he does. Oh, this is fantastic. Have a look at this for a shot. Absolutely inch perfect. What a shot.
Trump didn't think it was in. We didn't think it was in. But it was. And now Mark Allen has pinched the frame from nowhere. A 32-minute marathon to regain the lead. That was one tight frame. He's 2-1 up. Mark Allen laid a telling snooker on the last red in frame 5 against John Higgins. Higgins left the red. Allen tidied up and never looked back. Right now, still very early in the piece, of course. This is a best of 19 frame match. A race to 10 But Allen is competing, there is no doubt whatsoever. And blue to pink. That was the crux of the frame we've just seen. He'll be delighted he knocked them both in.
Yeah, it wasn't a straightforward clearance, was it? But what a clearance it was. Just have a look at this. It's worth having a look at it again. Absolutely inch perfect. And a lovely angle on the pink as well, just to drop it in.
Thank you, frame 4. Mark Allen to pink.
Great clearance for Mark Allen. That will give him tremendous confidence and belief, because Judd Trump made all the running in that frame.
So this frame, then the interval. We saw one frame of sheer brilliance from Trump with the 123 in the second frame, but Allen is so feisty, so stubborn, such a competitor. Might be worth noting at this juncture that they've played in 4 finals before, and Allen has won 3 of them. One was a small PTC event in Gloucester. Another was the Paul Hunter Classic in 2014. And of course, we've talked about the World Grand Prix here on ITV last season.
Great opener. And he's on the pink into the right centre. Pink won't go on its spot. Referee Brendan Moore. Try and get it as close to its spot as possible. In line with the black and the top cushion.
7. 8. 30. 40.
There's only a couple of loose reds available for Judd Trump starts contemplating about disturbing a pack of reds, possibly around that
90.
pink area. We will have a look at the pack here. As long as the pink is not in line with this bottom right corner pocket. He's have to be a little bit careful. Not going into the pack this time, just peeling off the loose red. There's one loose red at the bottom of that little bunch of 5. There you see it now.
25.
This could be a key shot, because when he pots this, he may open the 4 reds and the pink here. As you look, that's not too bad. We'll settle for that.
26. $31.
Yeah, there you see, the pink is available, so that's handy. Drop in for the pink here.
32. $38. $39.
Further evidence of Trump's abundant cue power, but the kiss wasn't to his liking.
Green ball.
This looks very good indeed. Played for red, just to the left of the pink. Great shot.
42. $43.
You know, when you win frames, as Mark Allen did in the previous one, you think it's going to have an effect on your opponent and shake him up a little bit, but
49.
no such evidence of that just yet.
50.
That's why this match has got the makings of a potential classic, because both are playing well at the same time.
Completely agree. Trump of the two definitely looks sharper, particularly when he gets his chance. He's scoring a little bit heavier than his opponent, but his opponent
56.
is playing wonderful match snooker and proven very tough to shake himself.
57.
Now, tantalisingly, Trump does need one more red.
Just at the angle on the blue here, just missed the pink. Needed to miss that pink, so frame not over yet.
62.
Not the time or place to do anything outlandish.
Judd Trump.
You look at the balls at the moment surrounding the black, one on the side cushion. You think, how can Allen come back into it? But the placement of the balls can change quickly. Trump will be taking nothing for granted, Ken.
Definitely not. One safety shot on those reds around the black and could bring all 4 reds into play. And that's why Judd Trump just nestled into the reds there. He didn't want to disturb them. He certainly doesn't want to disturb that red towards this right cushion. And this is a shot where he's got to be very careful with. He does try and get the cue ball back to balk area. He's played that nicely, and he'd be happy with that. Another decision he has to make here. Okay, brown and green are a good target. But he's going to be playing this with pace. He's got to be careful he does knock a red towards this right corner pocket. And there you see it. He's knocked the red out. Can he pot it and get on the black? Well, he couldn't get on the black, but he can certainly get on the pink.
Yes, and he's got a few points to play with.
Just
7.
a little bit short of pace there. Not a couple of inches with the cue ball, and it would have been perfect. Just having a look, just checking the scores. 55 the difference, so still has a little bit of leeway. 59 remaining. Well, it looks from that angle you can get at that red to the right centre pocket. It's there. Excellent shot, and he's got a nice angle on the pink. He can play for these 2 reds just right of the black spot. Now let's have a look at these 2 reds. You see both of them available.
40.
Could have got a little bit straighter on them with the cue ball. Just came up a bit short. A little shake of the head. He's not happy with it. Could have been better. Yeah, nicely played. And held for the black. Now, the pivotal ball will be that red close to the right hand side cushion. We'll leave that to last.
He stole
22.
frame 3. Could he plunder this one? What a blow early on it would be for Trump.
23.
Well, it could have been
30.
a little bit better. Okay, he's perfect on the red, but you see the angle. He would have liked to be closer to the right hand side cushion with the cue ball. Could play for blue here. It's made it
31.
a little bit tough, this pot for the blue, but it's a natural angle for the cue ball down towards the yellow. Wow, what a clearance this would be. Yeah. It's okay. He's on the yellow.
36.
And now the escape is well and truly on his favourite to win the frame from here.
Oh, this is just brilliant snooker from Mark Allen here. The way he's gone about this break. Didn't have much to play with. Had to stay in the high value colours. I know it's early days, Phil, but he steals this for a second time, this frame.
45.
What a blow it would be to his opponent. He's made all the running in these 4 frames, but he could be falling 3-1 behind. Brilliant stuff, this. What a final we have in store.
What a gutsy break this has been. A hammer blow. What a clearance. Judd Trump has made the highest break of the match so far. He's got a superior pot success rate. What's he got to show for it? A 3-1 deficit at the interval.
Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. Poor boys and pilgrims with families, and we are going to Graceland. Am I traveling companions are ghosts and empty sockets? I'm looking at ghosts and empties. I have reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland.
Well, in the opening exchanges of this best of 19 Champion of Champions final, Mark Allen has twice cleared up to take a 3-1 lead into the mid-session interval, taking full advantage of every opportunity that comes his way. Judd Trump, though, he scored well, recorded his 46th century of the season. Neil Foles and Alan McManus enjoying this one. Alan, 3-1 Mark Allen. Judd Trump will be thinking, hang on, how have I not gone in 3-1 up?
Absolutely, well, because I think he's marginally been the better player. I think the good stuff is always going to take care of itself in terms of scoring. Judd scored marginally better, but this match and a lot of finals do come down to who wins the frames that you're perhaps not supposed to win, the ones that come down to the colours, those killer clearances, and Mark Allen's produced a couple, and he's got a hold of this final so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, you look at their pot success, Judd 94%, Mark 89%. You don't win finals usually unless you're up into the 90s, but he is doing enough, and he's now, as you say, 3-1 up.
Yeah, it's a bit of an anomaly, I think, because, here he started well. There was a lot of safety in the first frame. This is a very difficult shot. He rolls that into the middle. It's a real tough one. And, he carved out a break from this opportunity where he's putting that long red, and he didn't go on to win the frame because actually later on he ended up knocking a red in. But this was the point where Judd managed the snooker. So it's the perfect start. He's kind of taken the early sting out of the game. But then, of course, Judd came back with all kinds of shots here, Alan, didn't he, in this break?
Yeah, it was a nice finish, wasn't it? Eventually 123 to finish. We've seen this before this week, haven't it? Especially that right middle pocket, nestling reds over it. He just meets it and on and off the cushion. And, Century was inbound and won a piece. And he better get his right arm out the way quickly here because the cue ball spinning round the corner could have done him a mischief, but it was a nice way to finish. 7 cushions all round the houses and a little bit of naughty snooker there, Neil.
Yeah, and that's where all those big pot success numbers came from, but the frames are on the board in favour of Mark. And now, listen, I thought Mark Allen was going to win this match, but I didn't think this pink went in. I'll be honest, I didn't think that was close enough to drop, really. It was only the speed he played that. Judd couldn't believe it dropped. It wasn't quite there, but he gave it every chance to go in. But, in this frame, this clearance, Alan, we're going to see. He's pulled it up from his boots, this dish up, hasn't he? It was a really awkward table.
He absolutely has. You catch a baulk colour at this level and you leave anything on or around straight for Mark. He potted one very similar to this against John Higgins when he had to. He had no outs there. It had to drop, and it did. But it was a very awkward clearance that he put together. This was nice that the scoreboard, he was 32 behind at that stage, so blue would do. And the clearance was superb after that, all the way through it, just to take control, yeah.
Yeah, what a dish up. Let's go back to that third frame, Alan, because, again, Trump had put himself into a situation to take the frame, hadn't he?
Yeah, you're always looking for an insight into their mind and how they play certain shots. Now, Judd's got options here. He can play it dead weight, as he does. He can play it with a little bit of top left, I think, as Neil might like to play it, and come round the corner that way, 2 cushions, or play it punchy and get straight or high. You can see there he's half ball, half blind, going round the corner. It's no problem as far as the cue ball goes. But I thought that was interesting that he didn't play a more aggressive shot on the initial red. And, of course, at this level, you open the door and Mark barsed his way through. Yeah,
a long way to go still in this one. It's best of 19, Neil. But what have we learned after those first opening 4 frames?
Well, we've learned that Mark Allen has got this combination of his own now. We know how well he was scoring against John Higgins last night. But also now that he's got the grit. In the end of those frames, he was very, very good in those clearances. And, Judd's got a task on his hands now.
Good stuff. All right, on the other side of the break, then, we'll get the next instalment of this gripping Champion of Champions final. 5 more frames to go in this afternoon's session. Mark Allen leads Judd Trump by 3 frames to 1 in the opening session of today's Champion of Champions final. Both players in great form, and another 5 frames to come this afternoon. To take us through to the end of the first session, 7-time world champion Stephen Hendry enters the commentary box alongside David Hendon. Both the players.
Snooker fans, please welcome into the arena Mark Allen, Judd Trump, and your referee.
Well, it's still early days, but 2 terrific steals from Mark Allen, particularly that last frame.
Frame
What
5.
a clinical clearance it
Judd
was.
Trump to
3-1 he
play.
leads. 5 more frames to come in this session. People still taking their seats after the interval. Yeah, don't want to miss any of the action.
Take your seats quickly and quietly, please.
Yeah, I think if you had a criticism of Judd for not converting those last 2 frames, just maybe not as clinical as he has been in recent weeks, finishing the job off in frames where he's had complete control. But every credit to his opponent.
It's the close frames that hurt, isn't it? Front, you know, you'd think 25 points in front, it'd be the very worst 2-2, you would think. But of course, those 2 steals have made the difference.
Yeah, and Alan McManus is right. It's these long matches, and you've got 2 players who are pretty equally matched. It's the frames that you're not supposed to win that can make the difference. And actually, I mean, that clearance in the last frame that Mark Allen made, that gives you a lot more satisfaction than making like a total clearance even, because you know the importance of it.
Yes, he's played very well this week. His best snooker certainly of the season. Of course, he won 3 titles last season, but this is more the sort of Mark Allen we've been used to, really on his game, not getting bogged down on the front foot. One thing he's never suffered from is temperament. He's always been a big occasion player, so Judd Trump knows this is a very important mini session. Of course, he could end it in front in the final, but needs to certainly be in touch coming back this evening.
Yeah, victory in these 5 frames for Judd, even if he was to win 3-2. Obviously, still be behind at 5-4, but that'd be very manageable. Even a 3-2 loss, he'd be far from out of it, but he wants to win this little session.
I think what makes it an interesting rivalry is that there's not much in them in terms of age. There's only 3 years between them. A lot of Trump's rivalries are with considerably older players, but this is more a contemporary. Allen does just hold the slight edge, 13-11. But he went out of his way, didn't he, in the interview with Rob, to point out that Trump has won considerably more trophies than him, so he doesn't see it quite as a sort of like-for-like rivalry, as it were.
Foul. Judd Trump.
Well, the fact Judd's choking his cue tells me that his fancies this red to right corner. No, it's just a wonderful bit of cueing. It really is. Okay, he's going to be disappointed because he's wrong side of the blue. But they always send messages to your opponent, those pots.
Yeah, it's a real statement that he chose to take it on, showing Allen that, okay, you stole a couple, I'm still feeling good. I'm still up for this, I still fancy it today.
And that's pretty much as good as he could have done with that blue. He's did well to give himself this red again to the right corner.
Seven.
Good shot. Cue ball's just ran on an inch or two more than would have been perfect, but it's still a nice angle. Play this with topspin really into the bunch. Oh, I don't think he got anything. Count himself a bit unlucky there.
40. Judd Trump, 40.
Yeah, disappointing not to be on one. He just took a couple of moments there just to accept it and then try and play the good safety.
Three top drawer safety shots there. Two by Judd, one by Mark Allen, who has, well, he's dominated the safety, you'd have to say, 86% versus 65. Mark Allen.
Of course, it's easy to say this now he's in the final and leading, but Mark Allen, I made quite a good decision actually going home after his group win. It was on the first day, the Monday, because if you sort of hang around the venue, you can just get sort of sucked into sitting around, you know, just chatting, not really spending your time productively. He just got out of the tournament environment, went back home, and then came back refreshed for the final push. Safety's got to be good in this match because they're both so aggressive. Allen not as happy with that one as some of the others.
Bit of pressure on this though. Long pot success over the tournament, 76%, which is pretty good, you have to say. Yeah, that's wonderful. There's a little drag on the cue ball to kill the pace. But using drag means you could still hit it positively. Also played it in quite a clever way, that he wasn't leaving anything. The only red he could leave was the one who's playing. And he's played a
8.
actually a very good positional shot there. Looked easy, but it's absolutely to the inch.
9.
It's a big visit to the table for Judd Trump. Needs to win the frame at this visit. Should have won the last 2 frames, but wasn't clinical enough. So this is
17.
a frame that he needs to win right here and now. He's earned the right to be in this position with 3 great long pots in this frame and some excellent safety. But that is unforgivable. Incredible and unforgivable to miss that.
The thing is, it wasn't even close, was it, in the end, this? So that's a concern for Trump, for sure. Forced his way in, but it's broken down pretty quickly.
Yeah, concern for Judd, but wow, if you're Mark Allen, absolutely delighted to see that. Just a little bit of frailty in your opponent. You got to jump all over that.
Six. Seven. Bolton. 15.
Probably some work to do here, but that was the case with the previous 2 clearances he made.
$22. $23.
Right, he's developed those two reds.
30. $31.
Just looks a picture of concentration and focus, doesn't he? Mark Allen. Cue ball control when he's been in has been exceptional so far. Those little cannons that we've just seen, so good at those. The two reds near the right corner pocket, he can play them as a plant if possible. If he gets the cue ball pretty close to the first red. And we've seen that pink that dropped in the third frame, so we know that pocket is allowing our balls to go in quite easily. So that's an option.
39.
Option here also to take the red off the left cushion, but it comes with risk. Don't want to leave the cue ball on the cushion. He has played it. As I say, that red doesn't go past the green, so this red next to the pink, because the cue ball's near the cushion, is now not as easy as it could have been. But should it go, it's all there, isn't it? In the end, missed it by a mile. That was a risk. He didn't need to take that red off the cushion at that stage.
One. Five. Six.
I may have the angle. Play this pink top spin and just flick the red that's furthest away from the pocket away. As I say, if he misses the cannon, the plant is on. Oh, you've got to pot the pink, Judd.
Judd Trump. 6.
Well, it's classic divided attention, isn't it? He's thinking so much about leaving himself on the red that he's missed the pink. That pocket, not his favourite right now, not least because it was the one, of course, that that pink went in Mark Allen's clearance in frame 3. Trump's already missed a red into it in this frame. Can't see it from that angle, but there's a bit of distance between these. There you see, it doesn't look so easy there, does it? Well, that stat bodes well. Not missed one with the rest yet in the tournament, but this is the biggest of them all. And he's got it. Judd Trump has had a couple of good chances, you've got to say, in this frame. The final is turning against him.
Yeah, and as per usual, it's the easy stuff that's letting the player down. He played so well at the start of the frame. 3 great long pots, excellent
6.
safety, got himself in, and missed 2 sitters. And those are the ones that have cost him.
7.
Or, say, should cost him. Not done yet.
Well, he's been ice cool in this situation in frames, Alan. We've seen it in the last two in this final.
10.
And if he can put this one away, then the opportunity is there for a big lead coming back this evening. Trump really needs to regroup. Brown and blue needed for a 4-1 lead. So once again, he's pounced on an error. Mark Allen, of course, himself missed that tricky red with the white close to the side cushion. Wasn't punished. Trump missed the pink, trying to get on the plant. And once again, Allen has taken advantage. The Northern Irishman on top here in Bolton in the Champion of Champions final. He extends his lead over Judd Trump to 4-1. Allen. And it could easily have been that the other way round. There's only actually 2 points between them on the overall aggregate, but the fact is Trump is in trouble and he has contributed, you have to say, to that position. Just a couple of misses at the wrong time. Mark Allen has been icy cool in taking advantage. Four more frames left in the session.
Mark Allen to break.
Trump has been in all sorts of positions in the various finals this season that he's gone on to win, including 7-3 down to Zhang Anda at the English Open. It's not a crisis yet, but the concern is the opponent, I think. Allen, as I say, his temperament is superb. And you can see just from his body language, he's really starting to fancy it now. Got Trump under pressure. That red goes towards the corner.
1.
Yeah, that's the kind of confidence that a 4-1 lead gets you.
1.
As I say, when you're pinching these frames, it just, you get so much confidence from that. And this is, well, it's a wonderful opportunity straight away.
8.
Beautifully struck long red. Just barely hit hard enough to hold the cue ball for the black.
9. $60. 70.
Had an excellent chance last night against John Higgins for 147. There's no way he'll be thinking about that at the moment, but certainly the way the Reds are situated, there's no way, no point in
20.
at the moment playing for any other colour apart from the black.
25.
Of course, Trump made one in the final last year against O'Sullivan. Right now, he's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and that finally did go 6-1 behind there as well. Ended up losing it, of course. But these
32.
multi-session matches, you can win them in the first session just by getting that huge lead, establishing that
30.
dominant position, forcing your opponent to chase, knowing that they can't afford to make any mistakes. Looks
40.
can force an angle here possibly to just get that cue ball out a bit for the black. It's pretty straight. May go up for the blue. Yep. Just because it was so straight. If he left the cue ball there, it'd be forced with a black that was just too tricky. Cut his losses.
Yeah, right now he wants to stay on top in the match and really turn the screw. Obviously, if he does win this frame, he's guaranteed some sort of lead coming back tonight, the chance to take a really big one into the evening session.
45. 52. 53.
Clever
60.
positional shot. Just leave himself a little angle on this red. You can just brush off the remaining 6. Go up for blue or bolt colour.
61.
one red that's come out is going to be all he needs to secure the frame. Blue, red colour will be enough. If these two reds below the pink are planted to the right corner, that would be very handy. It's just looked far more clinical when he's been in, Mark Allen, and his opponent today. You don't fancy him making a mistake when he gets in.
67.
So needs this in to leave Trump needing snookers. Looks like Mark Allen has made his move in this final. Yeah, he's made some excellent clearances, and in this frame he's got him first. He's killed it off in one go. And Judd Trump has serious problems now, just trying to limit the damage in this session. Of course, he could still get out of it, only 5-4 down, but the fear is he'd be a long way back when they return this evening. Allen looking very confident.
Yeah, he won those 3 tournaments last year, of course, but this today has been far more impressive, in my opinion, the way he's played today.
80.
Been, say, very, very clinical.
$81. $87. 88.
Well, he's playing
94.
really top-level snooker now. Been a pretty faultless frame, this.
95.
Black then for his 5th century of this year's Champion of Champions.
Yeah, immaculate break. I suppose if you're nitpicking, you can say there was a mistake. He had to screw back for the green when he landed straight in the red to the left corner pocket, but
103.
that's a blemish. And it's been a clinic in cue ball control.
And this is Trump's problem. He may have had to rely on a Mark Allen mistake to get in. He didn't make one, so he's got to get it himself. Of course, he was doing that in the last frame with good long pots, didn't stay in. He's got to produce this sort of level now, you think, in this session to stay in touch. That's assuming he gets in again.
150.
Yeah, it's very difficult to impose yourself on someone that's playing this well. That's the problem Judd's got.
And Trump, of course, 3 titles this season, but Mark Allen, 3 in the last year himself. He's got the winning feeling as well, the winning formula.
124.
As he targets a 2nd Champion of Champions title, and he's halfway there with this frame. Terrific stuff, this,
130.
from the Antrim man. It's black for a total clearance of 137, just to underline how much he's in control of this final. He's going to take some stopping now. Judd Trump has got to find the golden form he's shown us in the last few weeks. He's got to produce it soon because Allen's running away with this. It's 5-1. Allen, he's halfway to victory. It's worth saying, of course, the very start of the year they played in the World Grand Prix final. Allen led 7-2 after the first session, and it ended up a right old scramble on the colours in the decider. So these matches can turn, but from Trump's perspective, he doesn't want to leave it until tonight to come back. He wants to make it closer here this afternoon. And we have 3 more frames to play.
Yeah, these long matches are about momentum. And at the moment, it's all with Mark Allen. Judd Trump has somehow found a way of turning that round. And at the minute, the only way he can turn it round is by just making no mistakes. That is a mistake from Mark Allen. There is a path in playing this red to right corner, round the back of the black. There's a gap to get round. Take the cue ball back up the table.
Yeah, it's kind of typical when you need something to happen for you. Good pot on nothing, snookered on everything, in fact.
Yellow.
Yeah, I don't think he played the cannon at all. I think he just mishit it slightly. Got the pot. This is good though. Just dropped past the yellow.
course, Mark Allen himself was 6-1 down in the UK final last year, the UK Championship to Ding, came through to win 10-7. He won't be taking this for granted yet, but he must be very satisfied with his performance. Obviously, the scoreline is great, but the way he's got there, stealing a couple of frames, then making that total clearance, this is the sort of snooker you want to produce in a big final, and he is doing.
I don't think he knew much about that pot.
Mark Allen. Foul. Mark Allen.
Well, Mark Allen's had a look. He's asked Brendan Moore, the referee, to replace the cue ball. Yeah, slight adjustment. But it just seems that Judd Trump, he's on the back foot right now. He's such an aggressive player, of course, but these are tough times for him. These few frames we've got left, going to decide how he's feeling coming back this evening. It's one of those, isn't it? And we see it with the longer matches. If he gets out of this 5-4, you know, it will feel like he's in front. But, of course, the opposite could be the case. He could be a long way behind.
Yeah, poor safety from Judd. As I said earlier, he's been outplayed in that department all afternoon. This red, there's pressure on it. Obviously, the way Mark's playing, expect him to get it. Can just play for the pink to left middle. So not a lot to do with the cue ball. Yeah, decided to go back up for blue with a sort of element of safety. And how well did he strike this? On another day that could have gone wrong.
6.
Cue ball could have just snuck in behind that red, but he's fine now. A little bit surprised he didn't go into the bunch there from that blue.
Seven.
And he's looking at another cannon, the two reds that are next to each other. I'm just a little bit surprised he didn't go into the main bunch. I think if he gets a thick contact on the first red, brings everything into play and opens up the pink spot as well. He's sort of created a problem here that he didn't need to. Yeah, now wrong side of the blue. He's a good shot here to get back in good position. Well, he chose to go into the reds when it was very difficult to do so.
18.
So he's gone about this. It's hard to criticise someone who's playing so well, but he's gone about this little visit to the table in a little bit unorthodox way for me.
Mark Allen, 80.
Very good pot again, and then the kiss, you know, again, it could have gone wrong, but it seems if you 5-1 up, those little things go right. No doubt, though, Mark Allen's got the balance back in his game again. I think a lot of people felt towards the end of last season he really went into grinding mode. Of course, he'd won a lot of tournaments, but semi-final with Mark Selby at the World Championship, that was tough old stuff, not really playing to his own strengths. Whereas now he's playing some really good safety, yes, but he's also in the mood to attack. Long game, he's good, he's scoring well, so it makes him very tough to beat. Not least because, as I say, he can handle the occasion as well.
I think it's very nice to have that sort of game to fall back on if you don't feel your sort of the scoring part of your game, the potting part of your game is at its strongest. Nice to be able to have a game that you can go back and still win. But I think the biggest difference is he's seen the shots and getting down and playing them. I think a lot of time last season he was walking around the table looking at things that didn't need to be looked at. I think he's just more positive, everything he's doing now.
Yeah, he's been saying actually he's been looking for something this season. He wasn't happy with some of his early performances, but things have changed in a big way here in Bolton this week.
21.
And now he's closing in on a pretty formidable lead here.
Seven. $28.
Yeah, shaking the head. That's the loosest positional shots he's played all day, actually. See, he's not happy with that at all. He knows how close he is to securing this frame.
Quite made a big difference. 28. So the break is over, the lead 50 points. Now can Judd Trump at some point get in and fashion the kind of clearance Mark Allen was making earlier on?
This is a great pot. This is a little careless positional shot. Just flicked a bit of run inside on the cue ball there, which sped it up off the cushion. But what a wonderful pot from Judd. Didn't hit that well at all. Didn't get into the cue ball.
7.
I'm not sure if you can play this blue. Little bit of left-hand side. One cushion, cannon the black full ball. Leave himself on the red. To right corner. And he's played the straight cannon on the red, and it's okay.
30.
But this is far from okay. Massively overcut it. Yeah, he's trying to stay on the pink because a red and a pink would be 44 in front with 43 on. He's not kind of finished nicely on it. Can pot it. Trump needs a snooker. And it's going in. It wasn't a straightforward chance, but Trump had some sort of chance there to certainly claw his way back into the frame, but it has to be said, his challenge here is wilting.
Yeah, that was a very weak attempt, that pot. Worryingly so. Nowhere near the pocket, that cut. It wasn't difficult.
Mark Allen 6.
Well, he's stuck the red, so another frame going to Mark Allen. And I would say this final turned on one shot. It was actually a ball that looked like Allen had missed, the pink in frame 3 as he was clearing up to this right corner. And Judd Trump's face afterwards, he certainly thought it wasn't going in, but it did. And Mark Allen has ploughed on since then. And he's now just 4 from victory. We've got 2 more to play this afternoon.
8.
Right now, if Judd Trump can win them both, that would be some result for him. So not a clean frame, but Allen has won it all the same. That's all he cares about ultimately. He's ploughing on here in Bolton this afternoon. With 2 to play in the session, he leads Judd Trump 6-1. Welcome back to Bolton. I think a lot of people were predicting, maybe hoping for a close final. Of course, it still could be, but at the moment it's one-sided. Mark Allen is 6-1 up to Judd Trump. There's 2 more frames to play in the first session. And Trump has made very little impact on the last couple. At the end of the day, you've got to get to 10 to win. There's no rule about how the frames are won, but clearly Judd Trump needs to try and dig himself out of a hole here in this session now. If he can win the last 2, he's still trailing, but at least he's within some sort of range. Anything worse than that is going to be very tough. I mean, it was a very tough one, this, the white close to the baulk cushion. He had 2 goes of going in. Has left a starter for Allen here.
One. 4. Five.
Mark Allen's not the sort who would take his foot off the gas either, because he's well aware of Trump's capabilities. Can't afford to throw him any sort of chance. Keep the pressure on here while he's on top.
Eleven. Twelve. 17. 18.
There is the lovely Champion of Champions trophy. Of course, each of these have won and are looking to become only the third player actually to win it on multiple occasions. Ronnie O'Sullivan and Neil Robertson, the other two. Yeah, no angle really on the blue. So that's going to be the brown.
Twenty-two. 23.
That was another nice red. A red that's, if you're 6-1 behind, it's actually quite a tricky little shot, but 6-1 in front, you just take it in your stride. Another one, just a typical Mark Allen shot. Beautiful little cannon, beautiful touch.
29.
Just wondering if he's going to risk screwing into the pack here, leave himself on the black.
Thirty. 37. 38.
'Again, had the angle to go into the 6 reds, but chose
43.
to trust his cue ball control and get nice on one of these reds, which he hasn't done. He is going to need to go into them to win this frame at this visit. Just having a look there. No plants on to this right corner. So this next shot, important, and you could see the frustration in his face there because he didn't get on that red the way he wanted to. He's so tuned into this match, so focused.
51.
I say there's no plan. There was no dead set plants. He can obviously manufacture something, possibly.
$52.
Well, now he's desperately looking for one.
Yeah, the last couple of frames, he's won the frames, obviously, but a couple of times I've just thought he should have gone into the reds. It's obviously the way he wants to play. He doesn't want to risk anything. But the last angle in the blue, he had a lovely angle. And it just would have made winning the frame easier at this visit.
So Trump possibly sensing a chance to come back to the table here. He's had another look at the pack. Middle, well, looked at the middle two, looked at the end two. They're not touching those reds, so he could make it.
Well,
57.
I don't think he can get to the angle from where the cue balls ended up. He needed the cue ball pretty much level with that red near the left cushion. So, a reprieve for Judd Trump in this frame. And he won't be happy about playing a safety shot back to ball because he doesn't really want to open these reds up and certainly leave one on for Judd. Well, he could get to the angle. He had to hit that first red pretty thin.
58.
That's incredible because if you watched his expression leading up to playing the shot, you think he's in absolute bits here. He's not on the plant. The break's over. He's looking for a safety. As you say, he doesn't want to open the reds. In it went. He needs another red after this yellow. But he's brushed the blue. And not on that red to middle.
Yeah, he's got good memories of this right corner pocket though, isn't he? If he wants to play this red in a fairly slow pace. You mentioned that pink earlier on that just never looked in, but it did drop. Nothing to do with the cue ball. Well, I say nothing to do with the cue ball. I thought he would fully commit and just make sure he pots the red, but stunning. And well, you could say, how did he not going off in the middle? But I have to give you credit, David. You called this. We were all in the green room trying to say the predictions for the day, and you thought Mark might win comfortably. He's not won yet, obviously, but it's the way it's panning out.
Well, that's kind of you to say, but it's not over yet, as you say. But yeah, I think sometimes we fall into the trap of always thinking it'll be close, but the players are so good, it's possible that either one of them could take a grip of things. I like the way Alan's played this week, particularly last night. Brown for the extra points, so it's 2 snookers needed here, otherwise it's 7-1.
65. Mark Allen, 65.
Trump returns to the table. As I say, 2 snookers needed. Bullies that red in. So if we can take it down to 1 red, then maybe the chance increases with the free ball and all the rest of it.
Eight.
Kind of sums it up, doesn't it? The fact he's missed that, he's obviously, as I say, he's trying to clear all but 1 of the reds. He's missed that one.
Yeah, the way he made that century break, the shots he was playing at the end, who would have thought that would have been his last frame he would win this afternoon so far? Incredible.
Trump's seen enough here. And he's now in deep, deep trouble. Mark Allen is playing to a high standard. Judd Trump is struggling to get involved. Allen, with 1 frame to play, leads 7-1. Last frame of the opening session of the Champion of Champions final coming up. Whatever happens, Judd Trump is in serious trouble. Mark Allen leading 7-1. Can Trump at least end on a high? If he could win this frame impressively, it gives him maybe a bit of confidence coming back this evening. Just lost a few close frames, some good clearances from Allen early on, and then the last 3, Trump really has not been involved in at all.
Yeah, I think 8-1, it's all over. 7-2, you still think there's a glimmer there.
1.
So blue into the right corner, 8. Angle on the blue to smash into the pink and hopefully open the reds everywhere and land on one and try and win this last frame. That's the plan.
9.
Ideal on the blue. So full in the face, the pink. Try and keep the cue ball in the middle of the table. Couldn't have hit him much better. Cue ball didn't stay in the middle of the table, and that's why he's not beautifully on a red to get on a colour. He's got a couple of options. You can see them to this left corner. One good shot here. And what a chance to win this last frame. His last lifeline, you would think, in this final.
Oh dear. It's just not happening for Judd Trump. What a sickener for him. As I say, just trying to end. I mean, he would have been in trouble even if he'd have won the frame in one visit, but at least end the afternoon on a high. Will he get another chance now to do that? Maybe not.
One.
Yeah, has he run out of steam in terms of winning these titles for the time being? He's had an amazing month, Judd Trump. But you cannot take anything away from this man. He's been superb today. The third and fourth frame have been the bedrock for this performance. Two wonderful frames to steal.
Six.
Well, out of nowhere. Completely mishits that one.
One. Six. Seven. Nine. 10.
Oh, Judd. Well, first I thought he was going to be straight in this red, but I think the red's just off the cushion. Yeah, he's got enough angle to get out for the black.
80.
Huge visit to the table if he's got any chance of winning this final.
25.
Well, as I said earlier, the World Grand Prix final between them early this year, it was last season, that was 7-2 to Allen at half-time. It ended up in a decider. Judd Trump at his best can reel frames off in no time at all.
$32. 33. $40. 41.
Well, 3 more pots he needs here to salvage something from the afternoon.
$47.
Yeah, he's not exactly left this in an easy position. Got the spider out. Yeah, and he was nowhere near. Wow. Put himself under it there.
Judd Trump, 47. One.
Or could Mark Allen summon up yet another clearance? That would feel like the last nail being hammered in the coffin.
Well, he's looking at 3 cushions to cannon these 2 reds above the black. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. Oh, just flicked the black. Good effort. Just needed an
6.
ounce more pace on the cue ball.
Mark Allen, 6.
Yeah, it's finding it so hard to find a good shot, Judd, at the moment. It's so difficult. You've got to try and put everything in to try and win this last frame, but you're so deflated about the way the afternoon's gone. It's really difficult to find that focus. As I said, if he loses this frame, I can't see any way back.
No, I mean, people will be able to recall finals that have been won from a long way back, but the reason they can recall them is because it's a short list. It's very rare to see someone come back from this position in a big final. certainly from 8-1.
And the way the balls are situated, you've got to think next mistake could prove a frame loser or frame winner, whoever makes the mistake. That yellow on the cushion will not bother Judd Trump, but it certainly would make Mark Allen's task a bit more difficult. That's one part of his game. You'd have to say he's been there all afternoon. His long game has been pretty good, pretty consistent. As I always say, it's the easy stuff that he's done wrong, or he's made the mistakes.
Ram. Judd Trump 1.
They see 50 behind, 51 on, but the black's in open play, so, I mean, we'll put it this way, if he did get in and win this frame, then that is really a killer blow to end all killer blows. Trump just wants it on the scoreboard now. A couple of hours to regroup with his brother Jack and try and come out fighting right from the off tonight. That's what he'll need to do, regardless of whether it's 8-1 or 7-2.
So this red for the frame. There is pressure on it. Why hit it so hard? Why hit it so hard? Just make sure the pot. And wow. Okay, it's not easy. He obviously needs 3 blacks with these 3 reds, Mark Allen, to win this frame. But he just came across that one severely. But he might just drop the red in. Play at a gentle pace, make sure the pot. Can Mark Allen get position on the black from this red? He's obviously chosen just to try and play for the respot. Can afford 1 pink for that.
Well, I think there's going to be a handshake. Regardless of that, it's been Mark Allen's afternoon here at the Champion of Champions, and when they return tonight, he will need just 3 more frames to be the winner. There's the in-off that ended the session.